Hello, this is Darkest One coming back to you with Arma tutorial Zeus with mods. I have said, I think for the past 2 or 3 weeks I'll be doing this, and I've finally got around to it, so apologies for the long gap between the last video and this one. Hopefully it hasn't affected your Zeusing, call it, too much. But yeah, so sorry once again, but now I'm back in the mind for it, so let's get on with it. A few things I will say about this. The Zeus mod I am using is called Achilles. It's very good. It gives you a lot of extra options. I will put a link in the description below to the Steam Workshop website. Steam Workshop page, sorry. You also need DBA A3 as a dependency, so I'll also include a link for that. To be honest, DBA A3 is used for quite a lot of things, so it's always good to have it anyway, as a just in case type thing. So, this is not a public Zeus at all, this is just me on LAN. Unfortunately, as far as I know, Achilles doesn't work with public Zeus, or the official servers, I should say. To be honest, I haven't really tried, because I've always assumed it doesn't work, so I've never tried it. If someone wants to try it and come back with me saying yes, it does work, or no, it doesn't, then that'd be awesome. I think this video might be 2 parts, because there's quite a lot to cover, and I'm only trying to keep them about 30 minutes long each. Too long and it starts getting a bit boring, so that's the plan anyway. So yeah, let's get on to it, shall we? So we are once again back on wonderful Altis again. This time I've kind of decided stickers in the corner down here. Remember, as you are Zeus, you can put it any way you want, so I just want to go here today. So very rarely do that, believe it or not. Now, Achilles. What Achilles does is it gives you additional options you can use to enhance your immersion for your players. So obviously with Zeus it gives you the bog standard stuff, the audios. I want. After the seats, there you go. I'll quickly open up a few for you to see. So as you can see, these are your bog standard ones that I have covered in previous videos. If you're not entirely sure, I would suggest you go back and watch that, just as a refresher. I mean, I'm not going to really cover it much now. I'm concentrating on these ones. The ones with this Spartan helmet next to it. This is what the Achilles mods offer. So you can tell it gives you a lot, don't it? a whole load of new toys to play with. So this is really useful for Milsim groups. Oops. It gives you that bit of extra play width, I suppose, something along those lines. So let's say I'm not going to build up a mission, I'm just going to show you stuff. Let's say our player, here he is. This is, oh yeah, it also gives you, I'll get into that in a bit. We're going to call him Fish Licker 505. 505. That's his Steam name, in quotes. You can change the name if you want, that's entirely up to you if you have a preference name. So, Fish Licker, there he is. He's doing his usual stuff. He's saying, "What's the plan, Zeus?" Okay. I'm not going to tell him the plan because I haven't got one yet. So, let's say you want to... Let's do something nice and simple. Oh yes, we're concentrating on the... what do you call it? The... Oh... Tell me. Warehouse, wasn't it? Yes, the warehouse. Don't know why, but there you go. So, these all Zeus stuff, these ones. I will ignore them for now. I'll cover them in the next video, but I'm just going to set up a little situation type thing. So remember, these are in your groups, your empties. They give you some quick build stuff. Not a great deal amount. This is basic to start, remember. So, but just to get you started and give them something to do, it's perfect. So let's say we've got we could have an MG. Oh no, actually, an MG. If you remember, it's Alt and left mouse, and you can move them up and down. Take them any way you want. Oh, we nearly fell down the hole. Very good, was it? And then remember, it's shift and left mouse to change the facing. Right, wrong way. Oh dear. Right. I'm just sticking random stuff down just as a showing thing.
Ready for orders.
Now, when you were doing basic Zeus, the way to stop him from moving was to give him no fuel, basically. But I can show you if I have the right one. Can't remember. Yes, I do have the right one. You can. It's a lot easier with Achilles. So, let's say our little players moved up here, and you want to make it a bit more lived in for him. So, for example, what you could do is you could have an officer, you could have a rifleman, heavy gunner, and let's say a team leader. So what you can do is you can start building little cameos. I've done quite a lot in some of the missions I've done, yet no one seems to notice it. Or they probably notice it, but I don't know. So this is what Achilles lets you do. You go, we'll come back to Ace Medical in a minute, don't worry. AI behaviour. Now you have this thing called Ambient Animation. Now what this does is it gives you a whole list of different things. So for example, here we could say the officer's giving a briefing to these three squad leaders. What you should do is scroll down or up, anywhere you are, to briefing. Got two options. This one just means he stands there with his hands on his hips. This one, he actively walks around and talks. It's pretty awesome. I'll show you the difference. Combat ready just means that if, say, for example, an enemy came up over the hill up here, he'd stop doing his animation and he'd turn the fight. So it's entirely up to you if you want it to do that or not. Or, better yet, if you're back here, you could say the briefing's happening here, the front line's there, so technically he should be safe. So but it's up to you. Entirely up to you. Wrong button, sorry. So I'll show you. So first we'll do briefing. We'll put on combat ready anyway. There you go. Look at that. So now looks like he's talking, or you do the interactive one. I prefer the interactive because it looks a lot better. Now obviously these guys are listening in, and you don't want them standing there scratching their arms or shoulders or looking at the floor or daydreaming about candy bars or whatever. So you go to listen briefing and you can see you're now actually listening to what he's saying properly. Now, as I said, this is very Milsim stuff. This is what you need, to be honest. You could normally this will probably be players you listen in, but in this case it's not. Now, I will let you in on a little thing here. I have got a Steam Workshop item up, which is called Zeus with Mods, which lets you use Achilles in that. Of course, you can use it on standard. Actually, I am using it on standard, but I'm doing it on the LAN, so I don't know. You might be able to do it on public. Now, or host your own. Sorry. Now, what that means is you can use any mod you want. You can use it on a Zeus game, and I've found out that you can actually use these on players. So the way it's worked is, actually I'll probably show you in another video at some point, do the Milsim stuff. But I'm the officer and I got the Zeus commands. So basically I'm on the battlefield, but I'm also controlling what the enemy's doing. So technically I'm, the one getting all the reports, that type of thing. And I can actually make myself do this stuff. It's really cool, especially when you view it from first person, you're walking around and you're pointing to people. It's really awesome. The only problem is I can't figure out how to stop it. Because usually you just use stop animation. Oh, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Or you just die to the ground. That doesn't work for players, so if you do use it, be careful. It's one of those. So that's ambient animation. I mean, you've got all types. You could have, for example, let's say we got team there. We have a look. There we go. This is purely for showing. I mean, you can really go to town with this type of stuff, especially the animations. It really adds on what you can do. So let's say he's leaning on the wall. You just shuffle him a little bit, and well, it's not 100% good, but still looks cool, don't it? If you position it right, he actually does look like he's leaning on the wall, or the barrier in this case. Probably get shot in a minute, but So yeah, use it to make little cameos or make somewhere feel a bit more alive. That's all it does. Just experiment with it. It'll probably make up some really good combos, and I'd like to see some pictures of them as well, or videos. Send in some videos, show me what you can do, and maybe we could do competitions on it. Who knows? So moving on, change abilities. Now, what this does is it gives you a whole load of options. So, and you remember you can move this, so it's not a problem. So I'm going to stick it up here for now. Now remember, we've just put it on the hunter, and instead of getting rid of all the fuel, I want him to stay there and just shoot anything that comes by. So what you'll do is you'll go down to move here, select no, allow fleeing, move that to 0, so basically it's completely fearless now. It's just going to stand his ground, and click yes. He will now stay there for eternity, basically. Yeah, so that's saves you doing all the fuel thing and change them back when you want them to move. It's a lot easier. Going down these, aiming error. Basically, what that means is there's a percentage that he'll miss, or he'll misfire, or he'll aim wrong, basically. Animin, I can't pronounce that. That basically, what I'm assuming, I've never actually tried it before, is it comes back to this stuff. So it allows you to put animations on it. Auto combat, he will automatically fire any enemies nearby. Auto target, or target the nearest enemy. Check visibility. Check visible, sorry. If he can see enemies, he'll shoot them or target them. Cover, he will physically use cover. FSM, I have no idea what that is. I've played around with it, I've tried all sorts of things. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Oops. If someone else has figured out what it is, I'd love to know. I mean, it could be something I've seen loads of times and stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't know. Move, I've already said. Mine detection, he will physically detect mines if you put any down. If you click no, it's really funny because he just walks over it. Suppression, he can use suppressive fire, which is on one of these somewhere. Target, it's the same as auto target. Path, he'll make his own waypoints to your destination, basically. So if you want him to move up here, he'll make his own waypoints to follow, instead of just going in a straight line. Okay, next one. We have change altitude. This is, I'm sure, probably rolling your eyes now in a very, this is kind of obvious type way. It's for helicopters. Now, if I were to just do this. I'm going to type in, let's say 15 meters. It's all in meters. You don't do anything. Okay, fine. Now I'll let you in on a little secret here. See this engine? Click that. He starts up. It saves you do remote control, starting it up and then getting out again. And it looks a lot better, especially if you're trying to do 3 or 4 things at once. So now, what you should do is hopefully hover up to about 15 meters. You probably won't now, I've said that, but you never know. Come on, take off. You know you want to. I'll do it again. Hold on. Okay, tell you what. We'll make him do a circle. Hopefully, he won't fly too high. There you go. He's flying really high. Try again. Ah, there you go. He's leveled off a bit. That's probably 15 meters. My judging is a bit rubbish sometimes. But there is one way to find out. So he's just going around in circles, doing whatever he's doing. Let's have a look. Nope, it's not 15 meters. I don't know. I think it's a very temperamental thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, let's try. Ah, there you go. Maybe it's just too low for him. Oh, yeah. Another thing you can do with waypoints is Achilles gives you extra options. You got all sorts of stuff. I'll cover them in another video. To be honest, I think we're only doing 3 or 4 on this because there's tons of stuff. Okay, chatter. Now, chatter is basically in the bottom of the corner when you're a player. You have the name of the squad or whoever, and then you have a message you receive. Usually you see it in the campaigns quite a lot. This gives you the same ability. Crossroads is the HQ name. It's always been Crossroads. You can type in whatever you want. Fish is on sale. 50% off. And now what will happen is a little message will pop up here for the oh, I'm just gonna go with him. Go away. A little message will just pop up saying exactly what I've typed in. Oh, that was loud. Oh, well, never mind. And they do nothing. Okay. So that's what chatter does. It's very good for Milsim because you could use something like contacts cited. I spelled cited wrong. That was genius. Cited at grid. I don't know. 147389. So that will pop up down here. The players will like, oh, hang on, we're having something. They'll find it on the map, and they'll. You can either put an objective there, or you can tell them to make it their own way. It's up to you. Now, garrison buildings. This is fun. I like this one. I just need to find some buildings. Perfect. Ah, this will do. So let's say you're building a little outpost for your CSAT forces. There's going to be a fire team there, an anti-armor team, and I don't know. Garrison building instant is, well, you know, self-explanatory. Let's go straight into the nearest building and try and fill it up. They're all positioned near the windows, and quite good if you want to do close quarter battles in towns and stuff. Really useful. Saves you manually putting everyone in. That's how that works. And you have a seat. Have a seat. Oh yeah, that one. Hold on. So what you do is you go to units, empty, type in chair. Come up with, I don't know, any chair you want. Oh. Cool. Oh, I'm with it today. There we go. Alright, let's go back to this. So have a chair. Oh. Okay. There you go. Boom. All you do is have a seat, click on that, click on the unit, press enter, and you saw a little pop up. And there you go. He's now really chilled. He looks really angry, don't he? That's that. Okay, patrol and loiter is self-explanatory. What it does is it automatically creates waypoints for you. So if you remember in the basic videos when I showed you how to do a constant loop like this, it's exactly the same, except it does it all for you. So it just saves you doing, you know, bits and bobs, and you can always tidy it up when if you want. So I'll show you how to do it. You just click on the diamond bit. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry. Have it. Click on one of the members of the patrol. You say the radius is going to be, I don't know, 50 meters. Be relaxed. They go counterclockwise, and you can make them wait for 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or 1 minute at each waypoint, which is quite useful. I'll come to that in a bit. So as you can see, just make it out. That's their patrol route. So just to tell you, if you're doing a Milsim, this delay at waypoint can be really useful. Because if you're telling them they've got to sneak past the patrol into an enemy base, something like that, you can use that delay to make them wait there for up to a minute, which might force your players to go round or wait themselves. So it's quite good for suspense and that. And it makes them think a bit more as well, which is what you want. Okay, search building. You can get off your seat. No, you're not. Okay, be difficult. You'll get off in a minute, don't worry. So, the unit will search the nearest. Okay, he's been difficult. So they'll go and search the nearest building. Eventually. Give them a minute. Should do anyway. Take them a bit closer. I really do not know what's going on today. Strange, huh? Yep, there you go, he's off. So he's going to go look in the building. He'll go to the door to watch him. And he'll do a thorough sweep of it. So that could be quite useful. So for example, if you're doing a close quarter battle, and your players take over the town, you could then have reinforcements come in, and what they'll do is obviously they'll drop off troops, whatever, and you can use that. Then they start doing the building by building search as well, and then you can tell your players, you know, you got to hold this building, set up defenses, all that stuff. Okay, next. We have Suicide Bomber. I won't lie, this is my favourite. Really is my favourite. So, we have him. And you just click on him, that's all you do. And you got a list of options. Explosion size, you've got small, medium and large. I always have large because it's fun. You can have explosion effects, you can make it deadly, so anyone caught in a blast is either seriously wounded or instantly killed. You have disabling, which is pretty much the same except it's more sort of knocked unconscious, or you know, where you got injuries to your legs that make you can't run, that type of thing. Fake, it means it just explodes but nothing happens. Or it doesn't explode at all, which can be quite a thing. I usually use deadly, because I don't think they do a fake one, to be honest. Add vest, you can make it so oh, where are you going? Stay here. So you can see he's got a vest on him now. that shows, well, if your players are quite observant, they'll have a keep going. They might be able to see that and think, oh, hang on, that don't look right, and then hopefully, as you can see, they don't usually have a vest. They might suddenly call out, hang on, we've got a suicide bomber coming. In theory. So, activation distance. If the enemy gets within 10 meters, they'll literally start running towards the enemy. That's what they do. They run towards you. I mean, you can make it bigger if you want. Oh, yes, you can also put them on a patrol. Same as the one I've just shown you, except this one's a bit more explosive. Activation side. Now, I'll show you what this means. Basically, whichever one you select is their target. So, for example, if you select independent, they'll run towards the AAF and ignore everybody else. If you select top 4, they'll turn traitor and run against their own troops. Select blue 4, they'll run to your players or allies, or you can make them run towards civilians. Now, I've tried that a few times, and it's interesting, especially if you're trying to do that type of mission where it's a sort of IDAP style help out. So you go into a town, you treat wounded civilians, you defuse mines, that type of thing, and then the last thing they expect is not for a guy to run up to a civilian and blow him up. You know, it adds that bit of extra danger and makes people constantly look around instead of just focusing on their task. They know something out there might happen, but okay. But I'll show up for just to show you. Oh no, apparently you can't, so that's ruined my plan. So I'll just stick a civilian somewhere down then. So as you can see, he's got his patrol route set up now. And I will just stick down a civilian. Let's stick a looter down. He detonated prematurely there, I think. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Just to show you. Dear. Right, try again. Off he goes. Right, so he should see a civilian. Yes, he's seen him. However, the civilian knows he is coming to get him, so he shoots him, which I wasn't expecting. Try again. I really have no luck with these guys, do I? So you could be really mean as well. Good. There you go. Stick him there. Let's try this again. They're great when they work properly, but other than that, they're really irritating. Right, now run. There you go. So now he probably will run away. He might not. There you go. You even get a little pop-up message. Boom. That's suicide bombers. I do have a lot of fun with them, I must admit. Okay, moving on. Surrender unit. Let's say your players are in a massive firefight with some units and you know they're doing very good. They're starting to get to that point where they're getting not bored but more frustrated with it than anything else. So what you can do then is tell these guys to surrender. So they'll surrender unit, and then you can have they can surrender, and then when the people move up to them, they can tie them up. So I mean, the only problem is you got to do them one at a time. It's a shame, but you can just press down Control and do multiple. I mean, ideally, you should leave it until it's about, say, no more than 2 rifle squads left. So that's what, 16 people? That might be quite a lot. It depends how many you've got fighting them. And the next one is Garrison Unit, which is the exact opposite of Garrison Unit. Funny that, isn't it? And there you go. They now go out building. So that's AI behavior. I'll cover most of. Actually, I'll quickly cover buildings while I'm near a building. So what this does is it can simulate. Oh, look, we've got a warehouse. It can simulate damages. So if part of your scenario is to go into a war-torn city and I don't know, recon the area or investigate possible contacts or something along those lines, and you can use this instead of just using the shelling and bombardment to destroy vehicles you want. So you got two choices. You can do the nearest building, sorry, or anything within a certain range, how much damage you want to give them, and distribution. Actually don't know what that means. I think it's more of a how randomized it is, to be honest. I usually go Delta and just go with it. So as you can see, this now looks like it's been bombarded a bit, which saves you using this stuff. Makes it a bit quicker as well, because then you can do a few in 1,000 meters. Oh, one word of warning with this is if you are doing it in, say, a large village or town here, be very careful how much you use in terms of distance if you do use range. I've tried it before where I tried to get all the town done in one go, and it literally throws up my PC because it's trying to do so much in one go. So just do little bits at a time, just work your way through. I mean, you don't have to have them all damaged. You could have like say this bit damaged, that bit over there, a couple down here, a few up here. It's up to you. But like I said, do be a bit careful. Do use that. Lock doors, very simple. You cannot open the doors, basically, no matter what you do. You can change it to breachable, so they can use explosives and that to get it out. Or well, you know what? Yeah, they can open it, or it's open anyway. Toggle lamps. I'll have to go into night mode to show you this. Time. No, that'll do. As you can see, we've got a lamp on here. Toggle lamp, turn it off. Boom, there you go. So what you could do is you could use it to simulate a power out. Let me find a town and I'll show you what I mean. Ah, here we go, perfect. So let's say part of your mission is to infiltrate town or an FOB or something along those lines. Got all these lights. You could say go to, well, here for example, go to a nearby power station, set up a few explosives and the power will trip. So let's say they do that, they place two explosives, maybe not here but somewhere else. Up to you really. You do this, everything within, let's say, 500 meters. Boom. Power's out. And it's now infiltration time. And as you can see, still on over there. That's the ocean, ignore that. And it's still on up here. So you could do quite an interesting few things with that. Remember though, once they are off, you can't turn them on again. Or not that I know of, I've never really... I know you can. Well, automatic. So yeah, you can turn them back on if you want. So it's yeah, that's what you could do. You could say blow the fuses, power goes off, do your mission, come back, turn lights back on again, as though nothing happened. So that would be quite useful for like capture the HVT or I don't know, rescue someone or extract the package, you know, that type of thing. Really good. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. As I can say, this Achilles does have a lot of options with it, so it's quite intense, but it's really useful. So that's covered the AI behavior and the buildings. I will start moving on to the next ones in the next video. I'll hopefully get it up. Oh, this video will be out, well, now because you're watching it. The next one, I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping maybe Wednesday at the latest. I think this might be 3 or 4 videos, to be honest with you. There's quite a lot to cover. So yeah, the way it's going to be, I'm afraid, but should be worth it. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's given you some good ideas. Please leave a like and subscribe, and like I've said, give me some of the cameos you built, and I'd like to see what other people have done with their Zeus missions. That'll be very interesting. I'll leave the Steam Workshop webpage links down below for Zeus, for Achilles and CBA-A3. Also, if you want, you can add me on Steam. You can add me on Discord. Have a chat with me. Maybe we can bounce ideas off each other. Who knows? There's also my Milsim Unit, the Silver Line's first EAO army. It is on the units list. You might have to find it a bit because I set it up a few months ago. Feel free to join. We've got loads of spaces. Joanne's have only just started building it up, so we've got tons of spaces. But yeah, so if you like that type of stuff, feel free to join. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.